Koda. This is obviously an important strategic partnership, considering the fact that India and Japan have always been one of the very few nations in the world who have not really sought prosperity through wars or through aggression. Do you think that is perhaps one of the main reasons why the bonhomie and the chemistry is so apparent?
Yes, also the history in Asia and the Indo-Japan relationship. I think the Indian peoples and Japanese people basically they have I think deep understanding, mutual understanding, and they feel better and better each other year by year. And even sometimes, there are some slumps or difficult period that we successfully overcame. So for Japan, India is very important. And also the recent, India's, the economic growth and also the enhancing security posture really, they contribute the security of the region, especially, the assertive and self-righteous maneuver of the China. Of course, when there is the Mr. Trump's United America's factor. So the China and the United States, the elements are not simply and not simple to easy to discuss, but at least the existence of India itself in this region really contribute stability of the region, and also the expanding nature of I would say quick expanding nature of the Indian economy also contribute to the stability of the region and also the mutual prosperity. In that sense, that's the reason why our bilateral relationship was important and is important and will be so in the future. And one, the quick thing is, the Mr. Trump's United States factor, the MAGA, or Make America Great Again, should not be established by the cost of the weakening economy of the other nations. Other nations too, they or we have to be also the great again in the future. So this is the fundamental things. But at least for me, one concern is, Mr. Trump's, the America's current policy is, you know, rather speaking, the over expectation, the I'd say weaponized tariff. And tariff will do everything good for the United States and bad for the other nations like India or Japan. We are in one thing in common, at least. That's the trade issue with the United States and big headache of two nations. But there are two things we need to do. One is, the Prime Minister Modi and Mr. Ishiba, they have to tell the American leadership, make America great again cannot be established without the prosperous nature of the other like-minded nations. And another thing is, that Japan and India has to cooperate, especially in the economy, because for Japan, the value of India, there are so many areas, but at least the greater market and also the future potential of the economic growth, where Japan will be able to make the larger contribution than before. So there are some things in common between the Japan and India. So that's the area we need to focus. But one last thing, the easy and quick access to China because or due to the Mr. Trump's MAGA is not the right thing. Do not make China happy because India and China and Japan and China are basically neighbors, and there are so many confronting factors that cannot be easily solved. That's one other thing we need to consider and take into mind. That's my thought. Thank you very much.